like ya share. No one follow Adia Mayama for so no dear air coso, Casua, Nina no quantum pono so, Auntie Mercy Junction, aha, and a butua and a whoopod in some wodono, a deba ababa sumo. Then some no dear Betty Marcotini be and say, Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. What no no to dear two just and obey ya say, Nipa and what chair will move at one and anon one seer to one nano at Rienchime see ye, a wad and siacro from no, and obey ya see a benya for two be near their so mumma as sing. Yaba to also near call and sell from dear NP and so dear two dra, which you must say 4 stations be Brenano nay, Juman so, and Yadia be Brenna, a crowd to me crat as a sino. Womo Baba Sanko for no Jumani nowadays at 2 honomo. Yeba to also na ya call a year and sell from headmaster wano and a that George Ford and no what they are two dra which you must say a year ya can casa na sagana casano. Elba ya say a bachelor quadano at a chair for no so womo at the bachelor quadan said a bear ebeboa amoma ati ye casano. The name so this handsome way a two janum. Ye the munch na ebeba ababe sumo. Way any of Frobinu may come be and a way yabwa no idea besumos ITV, if we are Premtobere Kasie, near Majapenia Meden some old over sumi, midi, Eddie, Achua, Pinamai. Ye Dion would see our ba, ye by the Cassie Bonimun Chumina, ebeba sum. Mamma was a wajibre and what the chain ya coin semnu and chimudia. Ghana man His Excellency John Dramani Muhammad, Edin Samatuja, which almost ocean nano at a range may see you at Ansiacro Fum. Men nam so Defense Minister Kahu, Pennyfobe Brena Kahwa, Omotium Shaya, a free through ever ship from a biaso, my shin Juribema this year. Bakokra ekaya na nam summa which almost says see na nipa mienu ye do mo akosie na ho behia se eye enkwada eye mpinifo awodo mu gyaye no ho behia se Ghana fo ye betumi aboa san kwada ne hwemu ni nyina no eye sika na ye ade enu nte ho behia se bebe foto bi ne ade ahwe san kwada ne nyina esan se wo hwe kwada ya wo mo ade nyina ana wo mo ahwere enu nte ho behia se ye man kwada yi wo mo eni omo totototo na emum ye hwe na ye hwe enkwada no sansem ya wode atu dwei wo chemu se betumi aboa ama enkwada no mpo enije kakra abo mafe.
And tell him when he will go to Yendi or go to Damango, he won't hesitate, he won't wait till morning. He will set off that same night and go and perform the errand that you have sent him to perform. When we were making appointments, his appointment was among the last. And people kept asking, why is it that Alaji Limona is closer to you and you've not given him an appointment yet? And I told him, when you're sharing food in the house, you serve the strangers first before you serve the family members. So he should exercise patience. 2 weeks ago, we appointed him Deputy National Security Coordinator in charge of human security. And this was virtually his first public assignment, where he was selected to represent national security at the corporate, responsible and cooperative mining program. He was supposed to have gone by road, and he was not a person who liked to travel by air. But the information got to him late, and so he was told there was a helicopter going and there was space for him. And he boarded the helicopter, and that was to be his last journey. But like we say, it says God gives and God takes. And so we have no questions for God. We accept what he has done. What we have to do is to work even harder in their memories, because all of them were key champions of the reset agenda that we are pursuing as a government. So the reset agenda must be successful in their memory so that their deaths would not have been in vain. It's a difficult calamity because if you look at all those who died, they were at the prime of their lives and had so much responsibility. Children still in school, and some even with infants as young as 2 months. The pilot's child he has a child 2 months old. And these responsibilities are what we have to take up to make sure that the absence of the parents does not adversely affect the innocent children.
And some no so edi amauna eye African Leaders Summit so and am so mampanyfo bebrina no bomo ekasa ye ewo dwumeje no ase we nam so ama mampani abedi etire he Excellency Nana Jino Poku Ajiman wono so edi nanu de sem kotu dwa wo san hyemudia no ase ne ana wo kire mu se wo mu se eye ebibiri mu mpanyfo eba no se ye to aba ehon hyehye ene ade no no mani edi ekire paye na se ne de ho behia ne se akoba ne se nkunimdi ekọ edima woma womo ehwe se eyetimamufuo adehie womo ni beku womo ho de aka ne de ewo ho no mo nenso womo hunu se yenipa ne to aba edima womo hu dwumedie ni na wose womo hwe na womo edi hu dwuma pepepe ne betumi aboa chense da no eya na womo epe afefedie.
For this summit, from politics to prosperity, speaks to the reality that politics, when divorced from the pursuit of well-being, becomes empty. Our people do not ask us to perform politics for its own sake. They deserve politics that translates into food security, decent jobs, functional schools, accessible health care, efficient infrastructure, security, and justice. They expect us to focus not just on the next election, but more importantly, on the next generation. The greatest honor we can accord their memory is to continue the mission they embrace to build a Ghana and an Africa worth of the dreams of its people. This gathering is a defining moment because it includes delegations from more than 30 African countries. We are joined by certain heads of state, deputy prime ministers, ministers, former presidents, veteran statesmen, and distinguished representatives from academia, civil society, and international institutions.
Yetu ansam no so edi amao na Ghana fo enye se mekai yare ho ye nia ye nimar atorenche metu ye nam so memba mpenifo enwotwe womunina eye nyankopon dia wo mo ehye dwiribe enam so madodo na no ana akọ adehye bi no mabusua fie akoka ensem ani ebusua akosu abobo na we nam so amambrahye bedwani a wono ewo etiwa east eyabena osei opare wono so ekopie mu ewo eye Dr. Mane Boama eye ne fie na wochirum se wo hwe eye Dr. Mane Boama wenya ne baby kra na oye papa edema obia esanse wono ankasa no na woda stronko ewo mu se nipa bebre na no ana wo mo ehwere wo mo kwa nanso wuyi Dr. Mane Boama oyobia na oda na koma so pa na oyobi nsunsu a wotie nipa eboa nipa pa.
We go way back. We've been friends, for a very long time. And the last one was it the Wednesday we heard that the military had gone to. And I sent him a message, what's happening? And he said, we'll get to the bottom of this. And truly, we saw some action being done. I mean, he's that kind of person. He takes action when it's necessary. And he was also a very dedicated family man. I've known his family for a very long time. He's a very dedicated family man. And I know he takes care of 1,001 people. He's that kind of person. He's always there to help, to support. And I'm looking at all this. The many he supports, the way he conducts himself, and, you know, the loss to this nation. It's very, very sad. But we can't question God. He knows best. He knows something we do not know. All I pray is that the Lord will keep him and keep Honorable Mutala and all the other 6 people who died through this tragic accident. They are all family men. And I know they love their families love them. May the Lord find a good place to keep all of them. And I pray and hope that we as Ghanaians will take away politics, will put away the politics of this whole thing, and make sure we do things right, and make sure we do everything possible to protect lives, especially those we ourselves have elected to serve this nation. And I pray and hope that this incident will never happen again in the history of Ghana.
Yentu asuni muranse fufro mudiane ekwa wumesuan ensem emu headmaster wono eneda eye Georgeford Academy ano eye Mr. Joseph Amwamawuli what in summer to joining nan efa private schools wo makosem ochirumu say ya no wo bre pa ntisa abandie no enu nti akoba ne sana aya na bosian boni ade wo de hye sukumu ni nan no ha adwene enu nti wo de atodwa se wo behia se aban se ye private o se ye public o obeka ni na abom na enkoba ne se de bia abandie wo mo ebebre e wo mo anu otwa ne ni abehwe private ones no so netumi abo amomu so dwumedia wo mo edie no etumi akoso wo de sansem wani na todwa e wo mo faith graduation ceremony a ekoso elbotiano
aban edihihye ya base even so uchra dia eto da bi ntotofo wa na uchra ma dia se wu kan brofo kwa na mu ntiase a ozo otumi fa wankasa ukrom kasa a onu atiase o ye first language no utumi edibo ano na ontiase na obi oyenkrani na obi susu ye akani ana bisa munyina mu fra brofo na ye yuzu nemo se teacher ni no wantimi anka kasa no nyina edodo na ene ebia ba ku menu bi na obetimi edia explaining enti sadia anka se language aye Ghanaian language bia no o se yenfa nancy from ema ebi enwuda ye so se Ghanaian language no ebetimi aboa because enua na ebi eboa omonti ase enye sadia ebe hard in a government policy now the by say primary from primary up to class 3 and Ghanaian language and instructor sometimes and I know the because Ghan language pa ye work hard say I know there and no I ask and ebe patch yourself aban on sheda now sponsor for no mun kosua ana meka say teacher ni bia no also to misia ni krom kasa any other languages and my yi bebre film because me met me can cry and I met me can tree and I met me can be so they said do what say me explain it bia said do what say me explain it bia baby a wo fi ba no me de kasa beto anti language aye Ghanaian language who can be say me nti wo kasa sania man o say yenja o say yenti kasa bia enu kura no eyi efri o hawo so bi ebe hawo kura na anka ebe yi we efri musiko uti ni kasa obi de o mpesa obeti obi kasa say wo ka me nti sania man o say yenja na yemboaboa ye hu ena language bia no nipa no ni culture ewom nti ukosua abroni ni culture eno nti na ye bresisi ya abroni ni culture ewo ni language mu nti ubetimi upese oye bibia ti se ono because or in the language na amount but share your krom kasa anka ye hu kire ye say this ya abroni kasa no ama u dakra u dwin abrochi nti ye krom ha ye wo ye bibia nsusu ye ntimi nya hwe nti o say aban brim na hu say language no eye Ghanaian language no ye nsua ti say 3 4 ukwa ye nhye da nye no 3 4 na be bia ye be post you as a teacher bia no you are not handicapped u betimi handle
to join National Petroleum Authority womuchiremo se wo hwe eyafam ngu adwuma na bebrena no ana abefrim bebrena no nanam kwati kwanso ebiebie a omudi omudwumedie sese de omani abrepa ema sese ni wo mo ehye se eyefuel stations a wo nkra license ni na wo mbeto omudwumedie emu
we nkrata NPA de aba monten so mo chirim se wo hwe Act 2005 Act 691 nam ade no na hwe wona omode famungudi dwuman wo maimu no omudwumedie enyina so na no na mompanifo ensema mo kan chirim se ta act na so ema kwan se Ghana ni betumi age license aye famungu ho adwuma na obi nso onye Ghana ni betumi age license de enso o se sa nipa no one Ghana ni bi ekabo mu ansa na omotumi aye dwuma no mo so mo beye ne ne Ghana yenhyehyeye no esi etie mekire local content no wasasa pepe ene etumi no na section 12 edema act 691 no eno nso eka SM license bia no wase ehwe na Ghana for ne de mom say foreign company nso de ya na wase onya joint venture bi eno so Ghana no de ne ho ebo mo sane ombetumi aye adwuma no ede abomu eno mo chim say ade esa license number bi tusu sa no mo ahwe because bebre no ani bi na enso adwuma na mo ye na so mo anya ne sa emwa famungu papa ompeso mo ton de Ghana de hye no omo enya ne sa ba ne so mo munkuta license no betumi di dwuma bi omo pe e de ha famungu adwuma a omo ye wo Ghana mayimu no
Afedruso no agudie mu ensem Janet ambitious wa krado wode agudie mu sema hodo no eto aso ye dan ye ho basisia
and ebusu edama so a wode siesie nipadua nani nanso medie Mercy Skin Care Products manage ho say ema meridia ne yemoton na afenso ene te wine ebra mede won samana no